Hello.
Middleton PD.
This is you said it's Officer Kozar.
Yep.
Hey.
So you obviously you called because of the issue that happened at Kwik Trip, but I also saw your email and wanted to get back to you about the NAPA Auto Parts driver.
Okay.
So I was able to speak to the driver. I did give him a warning for what happened. Unfortunately, in the dash cam footage, you can't really see, where he came from or where you were in the intersection or anything like that. So there's not enough for a citation. But he's not going to be working for NAPA anymore either. So
Okay.
hopefully that helps a little bit.
Yep.
But then as far as today goes, what happened at Kwik Trip?
So I went to Kwik Trip, like 8:30. I got there at 8:38 this morning. I was gonna fill my tire with air, and as I got out of my vehicle, there were 4 guys around that area. Before I got there, I tried my best to. I did what I came to do, and while I was there, they were making comments. I couldn't, but that's irrelevant. Long story short, I'm calling because I believe somebody reached into my vehicle and turned my car off. And right before I got back to my vehicle, somebody turned my car back on. I found that there was footage from my dash cam that was missing when I got home today. And I called the people who built the camera, and they told me that there's no reason that camera should have stopped recording if you did not turn the car off or unplug the camera. I have footage of me leaving the car, and I have footage of me coming back to the car, and the entire time my car was still running. So I never turned it off. And he says if that's true, the camera should have continued to run. So I have footage for like 20 minutes before I left my car, and I have like 30 minutes after I left the car. So the camera is working fine. So there's no faults with the camera that I can tell, and there's like every minute is recording that I can see from the time I started driving until the time I stopped driving this morning. And the only time that's not recorded is when I left the vehicle and after I came back. So I'm wondering if you could find out if somebody reached into my car and turned my camera off.
Was your car unlocked or your windows rolled down?
Yeah, the car was unlocked, and the window was rolled down. The driver's side window was rolled down. I wanted the camera to record the conversations I was having with the people right outside the vehicle. There were people. So there was an incident discussion with somebody who was in a rush to use the air pump after I arrived to Kwik Trip. So I used the air pump, and I when I finished, I put it away, and I looked up, and there was a guy in a car parked right like a few feet away from my vehicle, and he made a face like he was very impatient that he had to wait for me to use the air tank. And I basically told him it's a long story, but that's what happened. And these people there's other guys who worked there, who were working at Kwik Trip fixing the building, who started talking to me after like 2 minutes of me recording what happened. So I left my window was rolled down, and the camera was pointed in the direction of the people that were working at Kwik Trip and myself, because I wanted to make sure that everything that was about to happen was going to be recorded. I was certain that these people were trying to cause an altercation with me immediately because of the face the guy made, the impatient face for no reason. I was at the Kwik Trip for 2 minutes, and I immediately got out of my car, immediately started pumping air, and immediately put the pump away. So I wasn't hesitating. There was no need for him to be impatient. And I think he made that face to get me to address it and to say something to him about it. So I rolled the window down. I left the camera pointed in the direction of the incident, of the people that were around me. And I believe that after I left, because the woman who worked there, well, no, after I left, they thought it was funny or would be funny to turn my car off. Because I told everybody there I had a dash cam. I think maybe somebody thought it would be funny and insulting, or to further make me angry, to turn my car off before I left. I mean, right after I left, and then to turn it back on right before I get back to the car. And I
Was
think,
there anyone around your car when you came back to it?
yes, there were 2 Kwik Trip employees, but they weren't too happy to help me when I told them what the people around me were doing. And I recorded everything, and it's going to be very obvious to anyone who watches that these 2 individuals weren't really trying to were defending the larger group of people, were helping the people who had decided to engage me in conversation, who had the people who were working for Kwik Trip. So I think they think it's funny. I think there are a lot of people in the community who think it's funny to do bad things to me and get away with it. And I think this is one of those things that the 2 Kwik Trip employees might allow to happen and just not say anything or do anything. I'm not certain, but I do know that there's missing footage. And the footage is really important to me because it shows the woman that worked at Kwik Trip she said I could go inside and get some food. And then when I tried to move past her, the woman wouldn't move. So I had to like really carefully move past the woman and then to get past her. And I really wanted to put that on YouTube. I really wanted to put how she didn't move an inch to let me move past her. And that's the footage that's missing from my camera. So
Okay, but when you did get back to your car, the car was on. Was there any damage at all to your car?
No. There's no,
Okay.
It doesn't appear to have any damage. Doesn't appear, I didn't check to see if anything was missing, but I don't think so. I think they just thought it was funny to turn the car off and then to immediately, well, someone was looking out to see when I was coming back, turn the car on and walk away. Like it's a joke. And the reason I say that is because the camera's working fine until I leave the car, and the camera starts working fine right after I get back to the car.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't sound like there isn't necessarily a crime that happened, and then there isn't really a way to prove that someone did that with the intention of completing a crime either. So, I mean, there's not really much I can do in this situation, but I would probably just say to lock your car or to not leave it running.
Well, the camera doesn't work unless the car is running. So.
Well, then, I don't know if you can lock your car and get a second set of keys to get back in.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't leave it running in a parking lot. Even if it's just for a minute or two, just to be on the safe side.
So it's okay. I get it. I think that's what happened. I think these people who are outside my car who just got in an argument with me did what I just said, and I think they did that. And I believe it's because it's not illegal, and they knew it would make me mad to come home and not be able to post the footage that I wanted to post. I think they knew they couldn't get in trouble for it.
I mean, that could be true, but there isn't really a way, to know or prove that for sure. But I would just say to get a second set of keys so you can lock your car if you wanted to keep it running.
So there, at no point can anyone get in trouble for turning someone's car off in a parking lot?
I mean, they could, but you'd have to be able to prove why they, that they did it, why they did it, what the intent was. So there's a lot more than.
So if
just
you
if they
watch
get in
them
trouble or
do it,
not.
you'd have to like record them doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, and turning your car off. What would that charge be?
I guess it depends on the situation. It depends on why they did it or what they did. I don't know if it would really be. It definitely wouldn't be like a criminal charge if all they did was turn it off and then back on. It would probably be like a municipal citation if that's all there was to it. But if there was damage done or if your car was taken or something was taken out of your car, then that would be different. So it kind of depends on the situation.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I think happened. Is there you if I call you couldn't call Kwik Trip and ask that what happened between 8:38 in the morning and 8:55 in the morning?
Between when and when?
Like 8:38 this morning and 8:55 this morning.
And you were by the air pumps because I don't think they have cameras over there.
Oh yeah, the tire pump. The right at the edge, the corner of the building.
Yeah, I don't think they have cameras over there either.
Okay.
They just have them that overlook the pumps.
Okay. All right. Well, that's messed up. I think that's what they did. I really do. And I can't prove it, like you just said. But
Yeah.
it's I think those dudes that I was talking to did that, and that's messed up.
Yeah, maybe avoid that Kwik Trip. The other one has nice air pumps. The one up closer to Parmenter, that one has nice air pumps. But I would just say, yeah, in general, don't leave your car unlocked or running unattended unless you can lock it back up securely, just to be on the safe side.
Okay. So, all right. I think that's all I wanted to know. Crap. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, well, hopefully you don't encounter those same people again.
Yep.
All right, well, thanks, John. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Yep.
Bye.
So that was the officer in Middleton, Wisconsin. I'm sorry, someone's making it really hard for me to speak. But that was the officer in Middleton, Wisconsin. What I wanted to show you guys is the footage that is no longer on my camera. So, like I was telling the officer, there is a time where my camera was on my car. This is my dash cam. Camera was running. So the dates and the times are off. But the important thing is, because I have the camera hasn't been properly. Well, it hasn't been. There's a way to set your camera, and I haven't done that yet. But the time I'm talking about was this morning, and it was. So I started driving today. What time? What time did I start driving? I can't remember. It looks like 7. So this time is off. Sometime this morning. So I started driving very shortly. And I went straight to Kwik Trip this morning. And when I got there, it was about, I don't know, around here. Somewhere around here. So somewhere around here is when I got to Kwik Trip. And somewhere around here is when I left my car. So right here, no, 7:25 p.m. Last 1 minute, this means 1 minute. So I left my car here. This is the last time my car recorded a full minute. And then as you go down, you can see that the next minute was only a second. And that was 7:25. And then if you go down further, the next time the car recorded was at 7:28. So, and that's a full minute again. So all these recordings last a full minute. all of them. But the moment I left my car at Kwik Trip, the recordings stopped, the camera stopped recording. Where are we? So yeah, right here, the camera stops recording. It doesn't start recording for 3 minutes. So as you can see, 7:25, 7:28, the camera stopped recording. And that's the time it took me, that's how long it took me to get go to inside Kwik Trip and leave Kwik Trip. Get back to my car. And I think I have footage, I have recordings. So as you can see, this is a recording 626, and that recording is right here. So 627 is this one, and this is me at Kwik Trip. This is I don't know if you can tell, but this is Kwik Trip. So this is 627, and this is 626. This is me talking, and this recording lasts a full minute in front of Kwik Trip. So this is before I leave to go inside Kwik Trip, and after at 627, there's a 1 second recording. So this is where I leave to go inside Kwik Trip. And then at 628 is when I come back to Kwik Trip. So as you guys can see, 628 is 3 minutes. 3 minutes after I got back. So if you can look here, the car stopped recording for 3 minutes. So I don't know why that happened. I talked to the person who built the cameras in the cars, and they said the only way that camera stopped recording is if would stop recording is if somebody turned the camera off. So turn your car off or unplug the camera. The other way I believe that this could happen is if somebody deleted the footage for this, somebody deleted the footage from my computer. So I don't know if you guys believe in like somebody watching your computer and deleting footage from just watching or knowing how to delete footage from your memory card when you put your memory card in your computer from wherever in the world they are. But I think that could have happened. And, someone put technology in my body and they're using it to talk to me as we speak and stopping me from speaking to you as well as I know how. And I think somebody did that because this footage, those 3 minutes, the woman who was at Kwik Trip did her very best to stop, to not move out of my way when I tried to walk past her. And she stopped herself from moving to let me go walk past her, and which is not normal. And I really wanted to post that footage on the internet, and I really wanted to record what was. Someone just told me in my left ear, you wanted to record what was happening while you were gone, but that's obvious, right? More importantly, I wanted the footage of the woman not moving out of my way, and more importantly, I wanted to keep all the footage of what happened while I was, and I also wanted to have the footage of what happened while I left my car. I think the people who worked there were well aware that it would be funny or a joke to them to turn my car off while I was gone. While they were watching the people who did it turn my car off. I think they were that unconcerned. Well, willing, very willing to allow that to happen. I don't know what the word is, but I know these people were very willing to allow someone to do that, to turn my car off like it was okay to do. Like they just didn't get, they knew how wrong it would be, and they still allowed it to happen. They just stood there and let it happen. That's what I believe. I firmly believe they just stood there and let these people turn my car off while I was inside the store, and right before I got back, they allowed those people to turn my car back on. I really, really believe that's what they did. I don't know where that footage is. Someone in my left ear is telling me that we're going to make up the story that you deleted the footage when you got home. For whatever reason. There is no possible reason that anyone else did it, and we just believe you deleted it. And you're trying to you're lying about it. But that's not true. I have no intentions of deleting that footage purposefully or on accident at all. I wanted that footage. I wanted every second of it. I wanted to tell on the woman who worked at Kwik Trip for not moving out of my way when I got to Kwik Trip, and the woman refused to move out of my way. Oh, someone just told me my left ear, show the people that there are more recordings minute by minute as you are walking away from Kwik Trip. I mean, as you are driving away. So as I continue to drive, there are more recordings every single minute as I continue to drive away. I tried my best to tell. I'm trying to tell on these people because I'm positive that those 3 minutes. Oh, and you can clearly see that they're full minutes. So nobody can say that there's something wrong with your camera. And honestly, there are somehow. Oh, someone of my left ear has just told me that to say. Well, these people can. They're telling me to say that we can talk in both of his ears, but we're using his left ear to speak to him right now. Where is this minute at? Where is this minute? 7. What time was it? I gotta go back. They're making me forget which minute it was. I can't remember. They just blocked portions of my memory. But so this is 6:28. So I'm looking for 6:28 over here. 6:28. They just let me remember 6:28. I swear, they just let me remember the number 6:28. So as you can see, the camera is for some reason marking down. Wait, they wanted me to mention that the camera marked down 7:25, and that the camera also marked down like 3 7:25s, but I'm sorry, 4 7:25s, and never recorded anything. Well, no, 2 7:25s, 1 and 2, and there is no way you could have deleted that footage because there is recordings marked at 7:25. So if I deleted the footage, there wouldn't be a Garmin 0626 at 7:25 even on this computer. So let's say I got this card here and I decided to take it to the computer, onto my computer. If I deleted this footage, there would be no Garmin 627, 725, 1 second. Unless, they're telling me in my left ear that I could have taken the recording, deleted all the video except for 1 second. So now somebody in my left ear just told me that if I deleted any of this footage, it shouldn't be here. And then he said somebody else would tell you, if you said that to them, that the footage, you deleted all the footage except for 1 second. So I'm thinking somebody who really knows computers didn't want me to record or post the footage that the woman at Kwik Trip when the woman at Kwik Trip refused to move out of my way to let me walk past her. Somebody did not want me to post that on YouTube. So as soon as I plugged this adapter in, I believe they deleted the footage from wherever they are. So I know like when I took computer class that you can hack someone else's computer. You can hack into their computer. You can well, not hack, but look into their computer and see what they're doing and control what they do. And I believe that somebody decided to hack into my computer, delete the footage before I could post it. And that's what they did. Or somebody turned my car off and turned it back on right before I got back to my car at the gas station. So if that didn't happen, then somebody deleted this footage before I got to it. And that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to post that particular footage because that woman was very, that was rude. You step out of the way when somebody's walking towards you and you know there's no room for them to get past you. So you give them a little space to get past you. And I believe somebody deleted that footage because they didn't want that woman to look like like she shouldn't be working there. You know, like a very disrespectful, inconsistent, like a person who should be not working there. A person who should step to the side to let somebody get past you. And I think they deleted that footage because it made that woman look like that. That woman looked like she wouldn't let you walk past her. So somebody who knows computers deleted that footage before I could post it on YouTube. And this police officer doesn't want to look at the footage to catch. Well, maybe someone's telling me my left ear. She's trying to protect your credits because the people doubt what you're saying. And if we find out that no one went into your car, there's no other way to prove that somebody deleted the footage if it wasn't you. But that's unreasonable because I don't want to delete the footage. I have no intentions of deleting that footage because of what I just told you. And I think if I did delete it, there wouldn't be files here from that mark empty footage. So from 725 here to empty 725 there. There's only 1 second here, 1 minute, 1 second, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. So 1 second here. The next minute isn't recorded until 7:28. So from 7:25 to 7:28, there's no recording. And I have no intentions of doing that. And if someone's reminding me that if I did do it, there wouldn't be any markers here. Unless I went into this footage somehow and deleted the footage and left 1 second of footage left. Or I deleted the entire 7:26, 7:27 minutes. I wasn't even at the car. So someone else just told me in my ear, he has no reason to delete those minutes. He wasn't even near the car. And someone else was just telling me in my ear that you rubbed up against that woman and that's why you went home quickly and deleted the footage. Some dude who was gay told me in my left ear that you rubbed up against that woman and you ran home and deleted the footage and didn't post it on YouTube. And that's what they are trying. That's what, and some police officer, woman who imitated a police officer, told me, yep, and in my left ear. So somebody is trying to make me look like a criminal, possibly like a criminal. She wants people to think that I rubbed up against some woman at Kwik Trip, and I deleted the footage from my dash cam so I couldn't get in trouble for it. But I did not do that. The reason the footage isn't here is because I think someone either turned off my car or they deleted the footage because the woman from wherever they are in the internet or across the internet, as soon as I plugged in to my computer,